Goal against St Johnstone midweek saw the current Celtic side equal a Lisbon Lions unbeaten record. The Brendan Rodgers team break it today against Hearts. Watching at Celtic Park for us was Liam McLeod.
Well, problems up front for Celtic. Dembele and Griffiths miss out due to knee and calf injuries respectively, so Scott Sinclair will go through the middle. In form, Stuart Armstrong pulled up in the warm-up and is replaced by Callum McGregor as Celtic try and become record breakers. Ian Cathro is without new signing Andras Struna, who has a thigh strain. Liam Smith comes in for him. Sam Nicholson starts for the first time since September. Don Cowie back as well, with new signings Chuli and Bikey among the subs. Hearts with just 2 away wins in the Premiership so far. Kitchen did enough to put off McGregor. Suter has found Martin, who's found Walker. With Jonsson to the byline. Oh, Bjorn Jonsson. Have a look at the officials. Simonovic made the challenge. And the Hearts manager is encouraging his team back the way, because here comes Celtic. Brown to Sinclair. Options as well. One of them is Callum McGregor! He wasn't meant to be starting today! And he is pushing Celtic ever closer to that record. Callum McGregor's 3rd goal of the season. And it was a smart counter-attacking move by Brendan Rodgers' side. Lovely first touch by McGregor, and the second goes in off the post. And Celtic lead again. Coming just after this as Bjorn Jonsson was challenged by Simonovic. Jozo Simonovic did dive in on that tackle, didn't get any of the ball, and Bjorn Jonsson went down, and then just seconds later Callum McGregor was sticking it in Jack Hamilton's net. And Billy McNeill, the legendary former Celtic skipper and manager who hoisted the European Cup aloft in 1967. To the new signings, so what, Martin, who stand over this. And he comes, not the worst delivery either, and it's headed just over the bar by Jamie Walker. Would have been quite something. Celtic have dominated this first half, but Jamie Walker goes close to a leveller just before the half-time whistle. Forrest. Oh, he gets the break of the ball. Forrest in for number 2 here. Fabulous recovery by Liam Smith. Well, this is terrific defending, because you'd put your mortgage in James Forrest making it 2 there. Celtic to build again. Until they do. And Tierney's found Sinclair. Massive shout for handball against John Suter. The manager's got his arms outstretched as well. Well, they're opening Hearts up at will now. Difficult for John Suter to do anything about that, to be honest. Well, the Celtic supporters celebrating currently the greatest moment in their club's history. Julie, he's got it through here for Martin. Martin, can he make it happen for Hearts? Saved by Gordon. He had Jonsson up there as well. This is the big opportunity for Hearts, which was spurned by Martin. Better serve going for the top right corner rather than trying to reverse it. But that's a big opportunity for Hearts. They might not get another. Celtic looking to make them pay. And here is Kieran Tierney. He's got it across! And Scott Sinclair can't make it 2. This game's not done yet. That would have been just like Celtic. Let off at one end and score up the other. Henderson. Tierney. Oh, how on earth did that stay out? It does it the second time of asking. Scott Sinclair surely wraps up the points for Celtic. And Scott Sinclair's 14th of the season will surely down Hearts. Great ball in by Tierney. Jack Hamilton made the save from his own man. And he didn't bargain on Scott Sinclair being there to mop up. He was alive to the situation. Henderson. There's Tierney again. Roberts! It's free and easy for the record breakers. Brendan Rodgers Celtic will move ahead of the club's greatest ever side in an unbeaten start to this domestic season. They will move now on to 27 games. Nobody can get the better of them in Scottish football. Scott Sinclair, he's got Henderson to his right. Liam Henderson. Celtic looking for their fourth here. It's blocked. This doesn't look good for John Souttar, that's for sure. Hearts can only hope that this won't be long term, but it does not look good. Hearts have used all their subs as well. 4 minutes of injury time about to start. And here comes Celtic, McGregor, who got them underway. It's Aitchison who goes down, and Celtic have a penalty. Well, it was Aitchison who went in on the challenge with Soa. And Hearts' afternoon's going from bad to worse. Scott Sinclair with a chance to round things off. The chance to ice the cake, which he duly does. But was it ever really in any doubt? It's party time for Celtic. You have to wait a while longer before they are crowned champions yet again. But this will do for now. 202 days on from the shock of Gibraltar that opened the Rodgers era. His Celtic side has made history. 27 domestic games without loss now. This their 17th league win on the bounce. Moves them ahead of the greatest team Celtic produced. And it finishes Celtic 4, Arthur Midlothian 0.
It's been a great run that the players have been on. They've performed very, very well. I think they're deserving of the result today. And of course it takes them out on their own in terms of domestically. With an unbeaten record, so it's a huge achievement. You think of the great history of Celtic, and Celtic is a club that has a big history, over 129 years. To be the team that goes out on its own, the players can be hugely proud.
We were okay in the game. I think second half we improved. We managed to play a little bit more ourselves. We had some good possession, and the game started to swing for us. You know, the place quietened down. We had a bit more control, and we had our moment. And in these games, in these stadiums against good teams, you have to step up and deliver in that moment. Today we didn't do that, and you know, we suffered some consequences from that.
And so Brendan Rodgers' Celtic side break that Lisbon Lions record. Huge congratulations to them. 27 domestic matches now unbeaten. It has been a phenomenal season for Celtic so far. There are the stats. Played 27, won 26, drawn just the one away to Inverness Cali Thistle, lost 0. And Stephen, it begs the question, can this Celtic side go unbeaten all season?
It would be a remarkable feat. I was asked that question in November and I wasn't really sure of the answer. We're now nearly in February and I'm thinking, who's going to stop them? Today they were under strength. They played a team, you know, they had 7 players that would normally start. Rogic, Griffiths, Dembele, Armstrong, Lustig, Sviatchenko, all weren't playing. But they then go and beat one of the better teams in the league 4-0. So I'm just wondering, who can stop them? For me, I don't see it happening. That is the question, Scott. Who can stop Celtic? Anybody in Scotland?
Well, it's going to take a big performance and possibly on the day a couple of decisions to go your way. You know, they're a very good side, and as Stephen touched on, to make 7 changes today and still win a game 4-0, it just shows you the strengths and the depth of the squad. And they had to make another change just before kickoff, yeah. Stephen. Armstrong, a calf problem again for him, and in comes Callum McGregor. And he scores. Scores the opening goal, yeah. Here we've got McGregor, and he travels the whole length of the pitch, but if you look at Martin for Hearts, he never gets goal side of McGregor doing his defensive duties. He just leaves him and doesn't track the run. And Sinclair does the rest from a wide area. Yeah, I think here as well, Soa could be a couple of yards narrower, just to shut that pass off and possibly make the ball go wide. He doesn't, and then McGregor comes through, and because he's not that little bit tighter, McGregor goes through and scores. Sinclair started the match as a centre forward, emergency centre forward, but then they moved him out to the left
and that was the difference. He started to perform very well from the left-hand side with Roberts going into a forward area. That's an excellent passing, and it's a good finish as well from McGregor.
Here's a question. If Moussa Dembele is valued at 20 million or 30 million or whatever it is, how much is Kieran Tierney worth?
Just as much, I would say. He's such an outstanding talent. He's the best young player in Scotland. In fact, he's probably the best young player we've seen in decades in Scotland. That's not an understatement. And what a fantastic ball. Should have scored. I mean, you know, that's an absolute sitter. But Henderson did well when he came on, you have to say. But again here, Tierney making that run down the left-hand side. An unbelievable ball across the face, causing severe panic. I think Hughes, when it lands at his feet and it comes off the keeper, should clear this with his right, not his left. But well done, Sinclair. Again, Henderson involved, almost a carbon copy, if you like. I'm not sure about the full-back, letting him outside him twice, but cuts it back and a neat finishing. He just is such an outstanding talent. I don't see him having any weaknesses, really.
No, he really is. I mean, we're seeing all these attacking clips, but you know, just defensively as well, he's very, very good. He times his challenges really well, and he's learning all the time. He's impressed me again this season. And we talk about, you know, his value. It's not like we want him away, and I suppose the good thing from a Celtic point of view, Scott, is that he seems utterly committed to playing for Celtic. He's living the dream right now. He's Celtic through and through, and you can see that the way he plays and how much he enjoys it, and he celebrates every single goal. You know, he's a dream for the club and for the fans. They love him, and he certainly gets bums off seats. Bad day for Hearts, bad day for John Souttar, it looks like, as well, Stephen. A serious Achilles injury as well. How did you rate that overall Hearts performance? Average, at best, probably. You know, for Ian Catherine now, 6 league games, 4 defeats. That's 4 points from 18 available, and it makes Wednesday night's game even bigger now. They play Rangers on Wednesday night, and that now becomes an absolutely massive game for Hearts. Did you learn anything today about Hearts, Scott, that you didn't know already? No, not particularly. It's always tough going to Celtic Park as well. I think it's sort of like a free shot, especially this year. I mean, Celtic being on the unbeaten run that they are, but you know, again, especially first half was disappointing. There was nothing really in the game, and then Celtic go one ahead, but like he touched on, I think Martin had a great chance to possibly make it 1-1, and you never know. But you know, Celtic are that strong; they go up the other end, and game over.